Most businesses struggle to get attention. Not because their product is bad, but because no one is talking about it. That's the brutal truth. And Contagious by Jonah Berger explains exactly why. This book isn't about going viral on luck. It's about engineering products so that people want to share them. Not because you paid them, but because it makes them look good. It makes them feel something. Berger studied 7,000 plus viral things and found only 6 patterns. He called them STEPPS steps. And that is exactly what he used in his book. If your business does not use them, you're not building word of mouth, you're simply hoping for it. So let's break them down. The first is social currency. People talk about things that make them feel good. If your product or service makes them feel, exclusive, they will talk about it. People don't share boring product. They share things that actually make them look better in the eyes of others. And that's why people share investment ads, underground restaurants, and maybe some beta tools, right? Ask yourself, is talking about your product giving somebody some special status? If yes, then it will spread. If no, then it will stay hidden. Second is triggers with a T, right? Top of mind means tip of tongue. People talk about what's already in their mind. Berger gives a simple example in his book. Peanut butter is a trigger for jelly, right? So whenever you hear one, you think of the other, right? Smart marketers use exactly this technique. Copy triggers conversations about productivity, maybe about weekend plans. Rain triggers Uber. So link your brand to something that people already experience often, because the more frequently they are reminded of you, the more likely they are to talk about you. Third is emotions. See, when we care, we share. Facts don't spread, feelings do. Content that sparks high arousal emotions like awe, like anger, amusement, excitement, that spreads faster than anything logical. So stop sharing features and start sharing what your products make people feel. Stories of transformation, moments of relief, maybe some unexpected delights, maybe some frustration solved. Share these stories of transformations. Ask yourself, what emotion does my service evoke and how do I amplify it, right? Fourth is public. So if something is built to show, it's built to grow. If people can't see others using your product, they won't know that it exists. And that's why Apple made their logo visible on the back of their laptops, right? You can see that. And that's why Instagram added stories with public reactions. And that is why every single gym makes you check in at the front, because visibility is equal to shareability. So, is your product easy to observe? Is using it a flex or is it simply invisible? See, make the benefit visible, make the success sure, make the transformation public, and you will never have a problem going viral. Fifth is practical value. People share useful things, tips, tricks, hacks, anything that saves time, money, or pain gets shared more. But when people feel helpful, they feel smart, and people love feeling smart. So give away a practical value, a quick win, a time saving idea, maybe some shortcut, maybe some checklist, could be anything. It doesn't matter how small it is, if it helps, it spreads. Even a even a simple guide could actually travel faster than maybe a polished bank brand campaign, right? Finally, stories. People don't just share facts, they share narratives. Want your idea to stick? Simply wrap it in a story, because people remember stories 22 times more than facts. So, if your brand message is hiding inside a relatable narrative, it travels. And that is why those blend videos went viral. It's because people repeat customer stories more than case studies. So don't just build a product, right? Build a story that people love to retell with your product embedded inside that story. Now let me give you a quick win for this video. Let's apply this now. Take your product or service and ask yourself this one question. Which two of the six steps can I intentionally use this week? See, you don't need all six. You need just two working in sync to give you insane amounts of revenue boost. For example, just add emotion to your testimonials. Show how someone felt after using your product. Attach a trigger to your email or post like every Monday use this script. Make your practical value front and center, create a how I dash 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 title and give people an actual quick win and a result in that, right? You don't need to go viral, you just need to become shareable. Because in a world of noise, algorithms, the only growth will last that is the kind people choose to actually pass on to others. So if you want your brand or offer your message to grow, stop chasing virality and start becoming contagious. Because Contagious by Jonah Berger gives you the exact blueprint to do that. So now it's your turn to apply, and remember, the future won't belong to the loudest brand, it'll belong to the one people can't stop talking about. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you some other time.